Hey, 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 hey. Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang. Skol all the way to the bowl, man. My team about to go get a ring. We don't care what your team doing, man. They ain't messing with the perp gang. It's our year, time to get this ring. Bring it home back to the Skol gang. Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang. Skol all the way to the bowl, man. My team about to go get a ring.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up?
Hey, Yogi getting talkative tonight. I
Hey,
like
I'm about
it.
6 beers in already.
Taking the bull by the horns.
Let's go.
I like it, man. Me and Rap are a little low on energy, but Rap got his energy, his Jesus juice in him.
Man, I got the Jesus juice, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm listen. Appreciate everybody that tapped in on the stream today, man. I was just telling them backstage, bro. I was a long stream, but it was fun though, man. I had fun. I enjoyed it with everybody. For sure.
Yeah, you sound a little tired, Rap.
I am a little tired. I'm a little tired, but you know what I mean? I ain't gonna complain, man. Listen, I ain't Kirk Cousins, man. You feel me? Like fourth quarter, man, I'm going in. You feel me? I'm more like Patrick Mahomes, boy. You feel me? Like,
yeah, you can't even say that about Kirk.
We still got a Super Bowl to win. You feel me?
Oh, okay. Him and 30 other quarterbacks in the league.
Right.
Well, what's up, Yogi? How was the game? If you guys didn't know, man, Yogi attended the game with Justin, and didn't somebody win tickets to the game?
Yep, my worthless opinion. He's in the building.
Hey, there you go. How was it, man? How was the energy? We started off
good. Right next, Chaotic 22 was in the building. JT Minnesota was in the building.
Okay.
Couple people couldn't make it, so Justin's dad was able to come, and his daughter was able to come. Then I was able to get JT Minnesota ticket for his kid, so it was a first time experience for the little one, and he was having a blast. So yeah, it was a good time.
Man, good shit, man. Shout out Yogi, man.
Energy.
Shout out Yogi making it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody tapped in and went out there, man. We glad that we were able to do that for everybody, man, because we had a fun time doing those giveaways too, man. Like, just, you know, doing the lives and what were we doing, like top 5 list. That's when we were doing the list, right? Or did we start doing that?
We were doing top 5 stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that shit was fun, man. You know, it was really fun, man. So next year, I hope we can do the same thing for y'all and maybe make it even a little better. You know what I'm saying? So we always gonna work on ways to make it better. For sure.
We ain't done with the giveaways though. We got a bunch of giveaways coming up.
Yeah, but you gotta be in person. You gotta be there and be square.
You gotta be there. Well, hopefully at least half of our YouTube people are gonna pop in. I know we got a bunch of Facebook people, a bunch of VWO folks coming through, and then we also got some lovely, just random Minnesota folks that just came across our flyer that are gonna pop in. Normals from the bar as well. So it's a big crowd. We already got over 60 tickets RSVP. So we only got 200 available. So we're down to just a little over 100. And then we're gonna make one more push. We haven't officially announced, but we've been saying we're giving away tickets to the game. That's our grand prize for Skol Fest. So make sure you guys RSVP. You get a ticket automatically, a free ticket when you RSVP to the event and show up and check in. You're automatically in there. So you could be at the game with the crew. All you got to do is show up to Skol Fest, man. Have a couple drinks with us. It's gonna be
fun. He's talking about a ticket for a drawing to win the
ticket for a drawing to win the ticket to the game. Just so y'all don't misinterpret.
Just to clarify the words.
Yeah, so once you RSVP to the event and you come and you check in, you'll probably end up checking in with me or one of the other guys. Check in with one of us, and then you'll receive either a little ticket, or your name will be entered into the drawing, which we'll do towards the end of the night. Not late into the night. The event ends at 9, but we're all gonna chill, kick it, have some drinks afterwards. So we'll do the drawing around 8:30, I think, 9, something like that.
Yeah, Skol.
So yeah, come in, do the RSVP, check in, you'll be automatically entered for free into the grand prize drawing. Get those tickets, man. It's gonna be a great game.
Facts. Shout out. Let's go through the shout outs real quick, man, before we really get into the meat and potatoes, man. We got Sodak in the building, man. Shout out my boy Sodak, man. I see you, Mike God. We got Gary, man. Purple Gang in the building. I already know what time it is, man. We got Mick Andrews. Shout out Mick Andrews, man. Mick Andrews. Hey, appreciate you, Mick Andrews, for the membership, too. Appreciate that. Then we got MWO, man. Let's go. You will get a button. You know what I mean? We got my Skol bro in the building, man. Skol Mafia in the building, man. Shout out Skol Mafia, man, for sure. We got Nephew in the building, man. We got Nephew in the building.
JJ's been active today, too. He's on my show.
Active, man.
Yeah, he did the post game with you, too, right?
Nah, he ain't do no post game with me.
No,
I was.
I must have.
We got Norse in the building, though. Shout out Norse in the building. We got Cringe in the building. Shout out my guy. But yeah, man, like shit, man. It was a good day though, even though we lost, right? Like we lost, but there was some shit to take away, man. I see you, Eric. Shout out Eric and Florinda in the building.
Hey.
Yeah, we lost, man. How y'all feel about that L though?
Hey, we came out looking good.
Yeah,
came out with some energy. I liked what we saw, especially Jay Ward coming off the edge on that strip sack. That was beautiful. I love that. But I won't get into too much detail because I know we're gonna get into it. But there was guys that jumped out to me in today's game that we needed to see jump out. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get into more detail as we talk about it though. But I saw some guys I wanted to see perform well, and they popped. They popped on film. So that's good to see for sure. But it's preseason, but I like the energy we came out with for sure, and how Jaron Hall looked.
You was about to say Jaron Mahomes Hall. Hey, everybody's starting to call it that. He said Jaron almost got him. Hey, we need to get that button, Yogi. Got him.
Almost fucked up.
Got that one, but
I can't, man. Y'all need to stop hyping that man up. He had a good game today, though.
Almost got him.
He had a good game today, though. He had a good game. I'll give it to him.
Hey, I'm more excited to watch him than Mullins any day.
I like Mullins.
You know, like I know you'll agree with this, you know, even though that the Trey Lance train has obviously left the building, but still yet him, the way he played today, it's almost like shit. Hey, he's that right there is almost better than any game we've seen Trey Lance put on paper in the preseason or anything like that, you know. So hey, shit. Maybe he is better than Trey Lance. What game Trey Lance put on? What game in the NFL Trey Lance played better than that right there?
He just had a really good preseason game. The last game he played.
Yeah, but it ain't been better than Jaron Mahomes Hall one.
It was better. It put up better numbers.
It was. See,
yeah,
that's why I said we should have got fucking Trey Lance.
I mean, Trey Lance has got a little bit more experience as far as NFL time than Jaron Hall.
That's why we should have got him then. See?
Nah. No, look, I went out like against my own like heart, and my judgment said like the timing's right. Like if you were to go and get a guy, Trey Lance kind of matches the timeline of what you want to do. You know, has a little bit of the NFL experience, needs to be polished a little bit. You sit him behind Kirk for a year, maybe.
Nah, let's get into the facts. You want Kirk longer than a year. Hey, you hear him, Yogi? Don't try to sit him behind for a year. Let's talk about how long you really want Kirk.
There's no bet. What's a better option than Kirk for the next?
Anything.
No, it's not
anything. The draft though. On a serious note, the draft is a better option.
We'll be drafting, early 20s.
Yep.
No, I'm saying like go. Yeah, I'm saying like you go up, like you trade up. Yeah, you trade.
You're gonna have
Travis.
Bro, like it's not illegal. Like that's the thing with Vikings fans, man. It's not illegal to trade up and get a quarterback, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something we are allowed to do. You know what I mean? Because like, listen, if we sit back and we watch Anthony Richardson ball out this year, or if Anthony, because I got a feeling Anthony Richardson about to turn up this year, bro. And if he does, I can remember when it was like, nah, we shouldn't trade 3 first-round draft picks. But listen, some guys are worth it, bro. You just gotta take that chance. Some guys are worth it.
If you're trading up for a quarterback, it's going to take that much, if not more. You're going to have to give up a player. You're going to have to give up a bunch of picks.
Right.
It's going to take that. So you're just going to have to accept it's going to take a lot of stuff to give up.
It is. You just can't be scared to do it. But you want to keep Kirk for 3 more years. And I'm not with that. I don't like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not with that. That's too long, man. Let's be real. That's too long.
No, I feel you. Look, I would love to go out there and grab a great young quarterback and have him on a rookie deal. But again, we're gonna have to accept that it's gonna take a lot of draft capital to go do it. I'm not opposed to it. I want us to actually do it, but are we going to do it is the question. So, but something's got to give. Something drastic's got to happen at the quarterback position for us to say, okay, we either found our guy or whatever it is.
I think the 3 that I'm targeting will be in that 15 to 20 range. I don't think we will even have to give up picks to get one of those 3 guys. I mean, Caleb or Williams, that's a no-brainer. We're not going to get that number 1 pick.
Yeah, that's not really
right. Yeah, that ain't.
And I'm hoping other teams ahead of us are high on Drake May because I'm not high on him. So I'm hoping the higher team goes for him. And Penix, I'm on the fence about. But I think we're right in the range to get one of those. And there's even JJ McCarthy, freaking man. Deion Sanders' son. I mean, there's a handful that I like.
Yeah, Skol, bro. That's what that is. Shout out Skol State of Mind in the building too, man. I see you, Skol State of Mind. Hey, we got to stop living in the world of if. Hey, for real. Hey, we do got to stop living there. But hey, look, when you see them ball out, though, we gonna be like, damn, what if we did? You know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is, eventually you gonna have to. You know what I mean? Eventually you're gonna have to. We do need to stop living in the world of if and actually start doing it. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying there is no better option in the next 2 seasons unless you do something extremely drastic like that. And even if you go out and grab a guy in the first round, trade up and do all that, is he going to be the level of Kirk Cousins in his first 1 or 2 years? That's slim. That's very slim unless you got Caleb Williams or outside of him, you can't really throw another guy out there that's going to come into the league that people feel is just going to transition easily into the league and come out and he's going to produce. So there's a lot of context and a lot of stuff to weigh because you got a guy in Justin Jefferson, which you want to keep him happy, obviously, on the field. You got to get him a quarterback that's going to get him the ball. But at the same time, you got to keep him happy off the field. You got to pay him enough money, but you also got to balance out the quarterback position and find a guy that's cheap enough, or you're going to have to go cheap in other positions on your team. So it's a lot of balancing act that goes into the quarterback position and what you pay for them and who you're getting and what you're getting in return. So if you don't have a rookie quarterback and you're not in a position to grab a top rookie quarterback, then chances are you're not going to, produce at a high level at the quarterback position. So it's tough, man, but we're going to have to accept it eventually, whether it's after this season or whether it's we give Kirk an extension or we pick up another guy that's kind of a stopgap quarterback. We're going to have to accept, all right, there's going to be, some progression, issues with the quarterback.
But why? But okay. But my thing is this, right? Because when we talk about Kirk, we always say, well, the defense was bad, right? The defense was bad. That's why he couldn't win the playoff game. Well, why can't we say, all right, let's go get a young quarterback and let's stack up the defense? Why can't we lean on our defense? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I mean, it is a full team sport, right? It's crazy because it only be a team sport when Kirk don't do good. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if Kirk, or if we don't win the playoffs, it's not a team sport at that moment. It's just, or no, I'm sorry, vice versa. It is a team sport, right? But then it's like, okay, if we get a young quarterback, it gives you money to boost up the defense. All right, that's when you start aiming to try to be the number 1 defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? And then a young quarterback won't have as much pressure to win football games and get to the playoffs. That could be another way to do it, because the excuse is, well, Kirk's really good, but our defense is always trash. Well, our defense is always trash because maybe we don't have the money to spend on it. You know what I mean? Focus on the defense for once. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done. When you have a franchise quarterback already in-house, it's hard to move off a guy. Like, Even with the Raiders and Derek Carr, and whether you feel Derek Carr is better than Kirk Cousins, which I think is crazy in my opinion, but it was hard for them to move off a guy like Derek Carr because he wasn't a great quarterback. He wasn't elite, but he was a franchise guy. He carried himself the right way. He went out there. He put up good numbers. He led them to the playoffs, I think, once. The second time he got injured, so another quarterback had to come play. So it's real easy to say, oh, let's just move on and grab another quarterback. But these guys in the front office are saying, well, we understand how hard it is to go out there and grab a franchise quarterback. We know, obviously, you got to build your team. We see the Eagles and how they're building their team and just throwing money at every other defensive lineman that they possibly can. Because they have Jalen Hurts. Not only they had him on a rookie contract, but now that he signed his deal, he actually signed a good deal with Philadelphia to where they can still maneuver around and make moves, which kind of upsets me. But no, like it's easier said than done to move off a franchise quarterback, regardless of how elite or not he is. It's hard to move off a guy that's just consistently good and consistently healthy. That's the biggest thing. Your best ability is your availability. We lose Ratman.
There you go.
Am I back? I heard
you.
I was hearing you, but some reason my thing was like,
man, you wasn't hearing me, dog. You wasn't hearing me.
Man,
hey, we got Justin Day in the building.
Listen,
purple and gold.
Real quick. I ain't never said that Derek Carr was better than Kirk Cousins. Now you ain't never hear that come on my mouth.
No. I didn't say you said that. I'm just saying there was a time where Derek Carr was an MVP candidate. Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, okay, where's Derek Carr getting all this love? And then Kirk just continues to get slandered. Like, it didn't make sense to me.
Right.
That's why it seems like I ride for Kirk so hard sometimes. It's because just national media in general, they give him the shit end of the stick all the time. Earmuffs, JJ. They give him the shit end of the stick all the time. But you got guys like Derek Carr who are being considered as MVP candidates. Like, come on, give me a break, dude. Like, but Kirk can't get that same love. Like, it didn't make sense to me. Like, I gotta ride for my quarterback. Like,
Carr's gonna get that love this season because he's in such a weak ass division.
Yeah, Carr gonna definitely look really good this year. He's gonna look really good. I mean, and part of it's due, like Yogi said, it's gonna be due to the fact of the division he's in for sure. Yeah, he definitely gonna look good. He by far the best quarterback in that division, by far. Even though I like Desmond Ridder, I've been on record saying how much I like Desmond Ridder when he was coming out of college. So, I mean, I don't think he's going to be – I ain't going to say he's going to be like no fucking – I mean, yeah, but I think he'll be like a medium grade quarterback though. Like, you know, I mean, he do got that moxie, man. It was something about him I like. I mean, I wouldn't die on the hill for his ass. I'm not going to argue back and forth with you about him, but I think he'll be all right.
You like that Cincinnati team. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that Cincinnati team was good that year. That Cincinnati team. Hey, look, they breeding some good football players, man. Sauce Gardner, Ivan Pace, Desmond Ridder. Like, hey, they got some ballers, man. Shit, they got some ballers,
man. Speaking of Ivan Pace, man, didn't even play today.
No.
Yeah. I heard you and JJ were talking about that in the pregame show, asking like, hey, if he doesn't play, does that mean he's an automatic starter? And I think we have our answers, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know if it makes him an automatic starter, but he makes the 53. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Who do you have him starting over, Oswalt or?
I actually think they're going to start Oswalt and Hicks first. Like, believe it or not, I do. I do think they're going to run those two guys out first in reality. But I think the first slip up, dog. I mean, listen, when that phrase, you walking on thin ice, boy, listen, both of their ass walking on thin ice, boy, they're going to have his helmet ready. I'm telling you right now. Like, and they are going to put him in, though. I think there's going to be plenty of packages where
he's going to get just as much playing time as Asamoah.
He will. Yeah, I agree.
He may not start, but he'll get just as much playing time. I think Hicks is going to be more the base specialist guy.
Yeah.
To where, we're facing a little bit more run sets. I think when we're facing more run sets, it's going to be Hicks and Pace. And then when we're facing a little bit more, pass sets, we'll be seeing more Asamoah as a single linebacker out there, in my opinion. Yeah. Asamoah or Ivan Pace. It just depends. Yeah. But no, man, you got to love what you've seen out of the guy. Like nothing to complain about. Undrafted free agent. It's kind of weird how it happened. No one expected it. Like we're kind of mocking him to the team in like the 4th or 5th round.
No one expected what? Ivan Pace?
No, Ivan Pace to be an undrafted free agent. Like,
oh yeah, I didn't expect him to be an undrafted free agent.
We were mocking him in like the 4th or 5th round.
No, I was mocking him in the 2nd round. I was mocking him in the 2nd round. Y'all were mocking him in the 4th and 5th round. I was wanting him in the 2nd. You know what I mean? Just like I wanted Tank Dell in the 2nd too. Like I was so, hey, take Tank Dell. No, Tank Dell gonna be there. Watch. Tank Dell is a savage.
He went in the 2nd too to the Texans.
Did Tank Dell go in the 2nd? I think.
He went in the 2nd.
Yeah, they got to steal. And guess what? CJ Stroud told them to get Tank Dell. Yeah. CJ Stroud was like, man, get me Tank Dell. Like, he know what's up, man. I knew Tank Dell was a beat, bro. I still think Tank Dell going to be the best wide receiver in this class, even above Jordan Addison.
You better stop. Jordan Addison is going to be the best receiver in this class.
Jordan Addison going to be a beast, but I'm going to tell you, Tank different, bro.
So I got the Vikings future quarterback on TV right now.
Who you watching? Oh, they playing? Yeah, who they playing? Yeah. They're playing like some San Jose State or something. Who they playing?
San Jose State. They're gonna blow him out the water.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blowout. Has he thrown a touchdown yet?
No, they're just coming out for their first drive right now. Like they just broke the huddle. So, but no, man. Since you were there, you gotta hear from you, man. Who impressed you the most? Just being in person out of the team, what player impressed you the most?
I'm gonna say Hall and Ward.
Okay. Ward, yeah, for sure.
Yes,
for sure. Yes. And it was good to see Ward because, like, he was the head scratcher of the draft for me. Like, I didn't even hear about the dude. Like going into, I didn't even know who he was. I did no type of research on the guy. And it was at the safety position, too. So it was at a position that we didn't need any help, not even with depth necessarily, because we got Bynum, Lewisine. These are all outside of Harrison Smith. Bynum, Lewisine, Metellus, Theo Jackson, who's a guy that we picked up, I think, from Tennessee's practice squad that we were big on. So we got some safeties that we didn't have to go out there and draft a guy in, what was it, the 3rd round? 4th round?
Quasi love his safeties and tight ends.
Yeah.
Hey, but he showed out today, man.
Ward was one of my predictions back in March.
Oh, that he was gonna pop?
Yep, Ward and Jacqueline Roy. I predicted those two, but I had the rounds reversed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My standout right now that I think brings the most value out of, especially from what I seen today, is Jalen Williams, bro. Like straight up.
Really? Jalen Williams?
Like Jalen Williams is a baller, man. 38 special, man. Listen, y'all remember Harrison Hand? Like, quit playing, man. Anybody that wears number 38 on the Vikings is a low-key savage, but yet they never get a chance to get out there, man. Sign my boy Jalen Williams, man. For sure. Sign him, man. Put that boy out there. I think he could play slot. Bro.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be between him and Najee.
Yeah, it's just too much. I think there's just too much. Like, there's too many, man.
Between him and Najee, though.
I'm picking my boy Najee, man. I'm picking my boy Najee, man. Easy. You know what I mean? I ain't even know goddamn question.
I just had to make sure.
But like Cringe said, because I was on One Bar and Lupagus after the show, after the game, I went to One Bar. I was on there with One Bar and Lupagus, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they asked me, they said, would you get rid of Andrew Booth Jr.? Like, would you release Andrew Booth Jr.? And I said, absolutely, like straight up, and I would replace him with Jalen Williams, dog. Like, for real, Jalen Williams already done showed me he better, man. That's a fact.
I wouldn't say that just yet.
You're talking about Jawan Williams?
Oh, no, Jawan Williams?
No, I'm talking about Jalen Williams.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, the rookie, right?
Yeah, undrafted free agent. Man, listen, Quasi's a beast at undrafted free, the one who got the interception in the first game. You know what I mean? And then today, he just been flying around from what I've been watching, man. He had a couple tackles out there, man. Listen, number 38. Y'all probably wasn't paying him attention, Yogi, like that. Because that's why today, I put a lot of people
Too Evil to Hope.
Shout out Too Evil, man.
Shout out. Appreciate you.
Shout out for the $5 bone. Hey, look, I put a lot of people on watch today. I was like, man, listen, we need one group to watch the offensive line. We need one group to watch the DBs. Because there's so many people you try to watch, man. You just can't pay attention to them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
hey, I am Ozamati. Ask what y'all thought about McBride. I thought he did a lot better this game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
there was
McBride.
A lot of guys we saw improve today.
Yeah, McBride did good. Absolutely.
Another guy that stuck out to me that actually popped in last game too is Nick Muse. Yeah, Nick Muse actually had a really good preseason in training camp.
So let's talk about that. I mean, let's get into that.
That is interesting. That tight end room.
Let's get into that because we've been talking about that in our group. So go ahead. I'll let y'all start it off. Let's talk about that.
Oh no. Well, let's stop this right now before we get into it too far. No one's replacing TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson and the Minnesota Vikings are going to work out a deal. He's going to be the tight end. So I'm not going to sit here. I don't want to get in any convo of Nick Muse going to take over for TJ Hawkinson and blah, blah. No, you don't spend a second round pick on the guy that you're not going to re-sign. They find a way to make a deal. They come to a common ground. He may not get historical money. He'll get close to it. But TJ Hawkinson isn't going anywhere. But that tight end room's interesting because how many tight ends are we going to keep? You got TJ Hawkinson, you got Josh Oliver, and then you got Johnny Mutt. After that, you got Muse, and then you got Sims. Sims has looked really good this preseason as well. So
I have a question. Can Muse play special teams?
I haven't seen him on special teams.
Because CJ Ham, he's just special teams, but if we could have a guy like Muse play fullback and special teams, that would make more sense than
it would. That's gonna hurt to get rid of CJ Ham too. Oh man.
Yeah, CJ Ham's not going anywhere this year.
Yeah, I think he's just like I think he has like a permanent spot regardless, like just because it's CJ Ham. You know what I'm saying? Like it's CJ Ham, bro. Like, come on, man. We can't do that.
Yeah, I think he's locked in for the most part, for sure. I think he's locked in for the rest of his career.
But I ain't gonna lie, Nick Muse, he is making it interesting. He's
looked fast. He looks really, really fast this preseason. Like his yards after catch has been really good. I love what I've seen on Nick.
But we also gotta consider too that he is doing this against 2s and 3s, right?
Yeah.
So that's something you also have to consider.
But we didn't see this from him last year.
But we did. Yeah, we did.
Seeing improvements, like I said, we saw improvements from multiple guys today that tell you not only, are these guys getting better, but that's, a shout out to the coaching staff. They're doing their jobs. They're getting guys better on this roster, regardless of whether it be a first stringer or a third stringer. They're getting guys better. So just seeing guys pop on film today was great. Nick Muse, Jay Ward, Jacqueline Roy had a couple flashes there early on. Like let's
talk about Stevie Ray, man, or Stevie Wonder. Go ahead, pop Stevie Wonder up on the
Stevie
screen.
Wonder.
Yep. 1 second. Boom.
He know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Yep. Let's talk about Stevie Wonder, man. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, this probably was one of the worst moves that we made in a long time, man. And that was giving this guy right here a contract, one of the biggest contracts in UDFA history, right? Didn't he break the record for biggest to sign him already?
And is it guaranteed? Don't tell me.
I have no idea, man. But what a mistake, man. I'm telling you, man. Like straight up, Ivan Pace should have got the biggest contract for UDFA, man. Seriously, I
think he'll be on practice squad.
Yeah, if he makes the 53.
Hold up. I gotta play the button for that. Hold on.
Listen, we talking about practice, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Not the game. We ain't gonna use them in the game. We talking about practice.
Practice squad. Practice.
We talking about practice squad. Nah, for real though.
I think it shows that's why he fell so far in the draft. He's not polished. He needs a lot more work to be done. So there's reasons why guys fall in the draft. The reason why Ivan Pace fell is because he was a smaller guy and they felt like he couldn't get off blocks. Right. He's proving that wrong. But You know,
which is weird. Film, because it's weird that they felt like that. Because if you watch Ivan Pace's film, like all he does is smash them dudes. Like all he does is get past blocks. Like that shit crazy. I mean, yeah, there's times he does get swallowed too, but like for as mounted snaps he took, like he has a lot more green plays than he has red plays. So I don't know.
Rap Too Evil has a question for you.
What'd he say? Can we bring back Dalvin just to cut him one more?
Oh man, he already signed the Jets contract.
Bring back Dalvin just to cut him again.
Hey, we got Viking Jerome in the building.
Hey,
listen,
Tristan.
They added Dalvin. Oh, shout out to everybody. Yeah, go ahead. Shout out. They added Dalvin on Madden, and he's an X factor still. I'm telling you, he still has the X factor on Madden. You feel what I'm saying?
Get over it, Rap.
I'm not over it.
Get over it, man.
Y'all keep bringing him up. Stop bringing him up.
Get over it.
Stop it, Too Evil.
When he's banged up by week 4, we're not gonna be talking about this.
You're right. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look. I hope our running game do what he do.
Love you, though, Dalvin.
Yeah.
Gary. Let's talk about Greg Joseph's extremely terrible, should have been game-winning kick.
Yeah.
Like how was the energy after that kick in the stadium, Yogi? What
horrible.
Were saying?
Everybody was just like, gotta expect it. I mean, Vikings and kicking, it doesn't mix like oil and water. It just does not go good together.
I wonder why, bro. Like, why can't we? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we get a kicker, dog? Like, listen, me and Dave were talking about this on Skol Live, man, about Daniel Carlson, bro. Like, what? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, that probably was one of the worst things that could ever happen to us, was letting him walk after that Green Bay game. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude now is the next thing to Justin Tucker, dog. Like, seriously, he's the next best kicker in the NFL, bro. This man don't miss. This man's like Kobe, man. Like telling you, bro. We could have had him on our team. That's just annoying. Unless, like, if he would have been a Viking, he would have started missing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just our stadium or something, our uniform.
No. What's crazy is that
opposing
teams have, like, the highest field goal percentage against the Vikings, like, in history. Again, Yogi, it's like the kicking of Vikings. We just don't mix, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
if it comes down to a kick, you're just like,
When score touchdowns, don't kick field goals. That should be our motto.
He missed another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Another one.
For real, man.
We got the 53-man roster coming up. We can do some surprise cuts or some surprise.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, before we get out of here, I know we were planning on doing a little bit shorter what we usually do. But
I mean, I'm rolling right now, though, so shit, I'm okay talking Vikings. Man, I was tired backstage where I'm like, man, I only got an hour in me, but as long as we rolling, man, shit, we rolling.
Oh,
you feel me? Like,
here we
I'm already here now.
We got you started.
Hey, we already here now. Shit, I don't want to hit record now. Fuck it.
Oh, great.
Shit is up. It's always like that right before you hit record, man. I'm only going an hour tonight.
I think after Tuesday,
fuck it, let's go 2.
After Tuesday is going to be interesting of like when other teams drop some of their players, if there's going to be any movement. I mean, maybe that's what Quasi's waiting on. Because
Quasi going to bring in a safety or two. Quasi going to bring in a safety or two. Come on, man. He bringing in a safety or two.
What positions do we need to address if it does come down to that? I'm going to ask y'all that.
Interior offensive line.
Exactly.
First and foremost.
But guess what? That's what we know we need, but guess what Crazy gonna do? Safety. That boy gonna bring us a safety. Let's go. He gonna say, I know that line ass, but that safety look real good. I ain't gonna lie. Let's bring that safety. I think he could be somebody.
Couldn't pass him up.
This long snapper, I mean, we get a good deal on him.
I know that offensive line horrible, but that safety though, like, come on, man, we got to give that boy a chance.
I mean, the positions we do need to address though is I think the cornerback position for depth, and then defensive line, anywhere along the defensive line, outside of interior offensive line, obviously. But I think those are the two positions that we need to address. This, kind of check out the waiver wire and see who's out there to grab.
Yeah.
After
I think
picks,
defensive line is the most important for me. I think because we were talking about the cornerback depth, and I think we got to ask the players there to be real. I think we actually set there in a way. I mean, the only people that are really holding up the BS is goddamn Andrew Booth. If you ask me, like he's the only one that I really don't trust, bro. Like, because now if I think about our cornerbacks, I'm like, all right, Mekhi Blackman. Yeah, we only seen one preseason game, but I mean, he's been splashing and stuff like that. I think he has really good defense. Like he's good man to man. He's a good man to man guy. He did it in college a lot. He was ranked one of the highest for man to man. Again, and then my guy Jalen Williams. I think he's really good. We know Caleb Evans has showed us that he can ball as long as he can stay healthy. We have Byron Murphy, who's already proven. Josh Metellus can come in there and play good, and we got Cam Bynum, Cam Bynum. I'm like, I love the guy. Like one game, it's like, bro, I love how this dude plays, bro. This dude's so smart. He's in position. And then the next game, I'm like, get him the fuck out of here. Straight up.
Not even the next game. Maybe the next 3 plays later.
I'm telling you, bro. Like one play, he looks like a damn Hall of Famer. The next play, he looks like he need to be on a practice squad. Man, we talking about practice, man, not the game.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. Not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice.
For real, man. But yeah, I mean, I just think, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying about Kwesi too. Like, stop going after, like, for example, why did we bring in that safety from the Rams? Like, what was the reason, man?
To play today.
And then we brought in that other guy too yesterday, right? With the guy from the USFL. Like, why, man? Like, why?
I think those were just because most of our first and a big chunk of our second stringers weren't going to play today.
And we just needed them to play.
Yep. And they might be potential practice squad special teamers.
And maybe another team sees them, like it lets them put some film on tape where maybe another team will be like, hey, you're interested. I guess it gives them opportunity. I know that's how the NFL works, kind of, where it's like, hey, we'll let you come out here and play the last preseason game. And, hey, you might put some, you ain't going to make our team, but you might put something on tape today that another team might say, hey, let me get you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel it, man. You know what I mean? SK say be right back. All right. But yeah, like shit, I'm gonna get him off. Let's remove him while we're there we go. But yeah, man, like I ain't gonna lie.
I'm ready to package even though Rieger is having a good off-season, preseason. I still like Tristan Jackson and Naylor to be a part of that wide receiver room. So I would package Rieger and Booth to whatever team for an upgrade at guard. I mean, I don't want to get the sloppy seconds of guards that have fallen off. Let's package and go find a guard and trade something for a good guard.
Yeah.
And not settle for seconds.
Just any guard. Yeah. Just some random name. Yeah. Because it ain't going to be no different than what we already have on the roster.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm with you. Like, I would not miss at all if we got rid of Booth and Rager. Like, we wouldn't miss anything. Like, we literally wouldn't miss anything, bro. We wouldn't. Like, we wouldn't. I'm just speaking facts. Like, we wouldn't. Fans, we wouldn't miss it. You know what I mean? And I hope Andrew Booth Jr. turns up, though. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see him do good, bad. Rager, to me, like, he looks good. He looks good because of the competition he's playing. Because you were a first-round pick, man. You got picked before Justin Jefferson, man. You better do good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I'm not putting too much weight on him doing good against threes and stuff in the preseason because I expect more from him. I expect him to do that in the regular. Like, when we signed him last year, I gave him all his flowers, bro. I was hype. I was like, man, listen, I argued with Eagles fans. We're going to get him. Hey, listen, he just needed a change of scenery. That boy was nasty in college. And I tell you what, they told me, they said, bro, Rap, I'm telling you, this dude is ass, man. Like, he's never going to be what you think he's going to be. And guess what? So far, they're right. I'm sorry. So far, they're right, man.
Hey, Skol for life. If Reisner signs with the Bears, that'll be one more notch in my Kwesi, what the hell are you doing belt.
Yeah.
Because I've been backing that dude for some and defending him but he keeps making these bonehead moves of Reisner was in the building. He should have been signed. I don't care if he wanted to. If he's an upgrade, you guarantee that he's going to be Spartan. You ain't got to say it out loud.
Do you think he wasn't healthy?
I think he was healthy. Me personally, I think it was. He probably wanted a little more money than they were willing to spend.
Right.
And he wanted I'm not here to compete for I want to know I'm the dude. You know what I'm saying? And
which I'm sure he knew. Like, I'm sure he looked at our roster and knew, like, unless they felt like, hey, this is Ezra Cleveland's job, but we want to bring you in just in case. Like, if they told them some shit like that, then Kwesi them lost their damn mind. But I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, that's another thing too, Kwesi. Like, stop trying to penny pinch these players, bro. Like, stop it, man. Get like, you know what bothers me is, why is it a crime to pay a good ass player, man? I mean, I just for some reason that's what rubs me wrong more. That just irritates me more than almost anything about being a sports fan, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what irritates me.
And D Woods on Skull State of Mind, if he's still in the building, he was talking about that, how he misses Zimmer, because even though we're in a financial mess that we are in right now,
right?
Zimmer paid his players,
right,
to re-sign them to where if they came here and balled out, they were going to get paid.
And they manipulated the cap, which we should keep doing. Like, that's it's there to manipulate.
Yeah,
just like people do it on taxes
every year. Just push it down.
Keep pushing that shit, man. Listen, man, we ain't got to worry about. We be dead and gone, Vikings fans, before we got to worry about that shit. Like, stop. Like, I've never. And I guess the Vikings fan base is the only fan base I know, but there's so many people in the Vikings fan base that worry about their bank account, the Vikings bank account, more than any fucking thing. I'm like, yo, like, why are you worried about spending an extra $1,000 on a player, bro? Like, why? What does it matter to you? Listen, let's get the good football players, bro. Like, seriously, man. You know, like, that is right.
in the building.
Hey, haven't seen you guys in a while.
SK in the building, man. Shout out SK.
Hey, we got Tony Bell in the building. Tony Steak.
Yeah, man, but no, like, getting back to that, like, it's gonna come to the point where it's almost like I could see the Justin Jefferson contract coming up, and people are gonna start saying, well, you know, I don't know, man. He wants 30 million, and I don't know, man. Jordan Addison looking a little better over there. Jordan Addison looking good. You know what I mean? It's looking a lot better because we're gonna save money. Like, listen, I just want to tell Vikings fans, man, quit worrying about saving money, man. Like, it does nothing to you, man. Always just want the best players, bro. That's the best way to be. You know what I mean? Want the best. If you got a good player, pay him, man. Listen, if you good at your job and you get called in your office, do you want your manager to say, well, we know you good, man. You know what I mean? I know you want that $2 raise an hour, but shit, nah, we're going to just give you 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and you the all-star on this team, man. Come on.
So I'm not a big baseball fan, but how's their salary work? Or do they have salary cap?
I don't think they have cap, do they? Yeah, they don't have cap.
Salary cap.
They have like luxury. God. They have like a luxury, like something like a luxury tax or some shit. I think it's something like that.
So we're like, if they're over a certain amount, they just get taxed or something.
Yeah, they pay like a tax for having that many good players or some bullshit like that. Yeah,
man.
I wonder how the NFL would be like that. You know, they should have those conversations. I don't know.
The bigger markets would thrive more. So Green Bay would be the worst team in the league. Let's just say that. they have absolutely like no financial backing. Like, they would be the poorest team in the league for sure.
Yeah, it would be kind of damn.
We would be fine. I mean, we'd be in the mix, probably in the middle of the mix, pretty much what we are now. So I don't think it'd change anything for us, to be honest.
JJ counting your vocal muffs. My bad, right. JJ, man. My bad, bro. Like, damn.
You'll learn to just tune it out.
Damn, my bad, man. Sheesh. I told him I was trying to work on it too earlier in my live stream, man. Ignore me.
Yeah, ignore rap.
Yeah, ignore me. Please. Why should we bring Zimmer back to GM? Hold on. What is Tui asking? Why should we bring back Zimmer as GM?
We should bring.
No, we ain't gonna bring him back as GM.
I think Zimmer's tapped out for his career. Me too. Especially after losing his son, I think he's kind of tapped out.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing. He's gonna chill in his ranch, do his thizzle.
Is he not with Colorado anymore?
No, I don't think he was. I think that was just a rumor.
Yeah, it was a rumor. It was in talks, but I don't think they made it official.
Yeah, it's never official.
Yeah, but he talks to Dion though. I like it. I like the idea. That would be fun.
I'd like to see him as a defensive coordinator somewhere.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Dion will hire him in a hot minute. Minute.
Yeah,
them boy,
for sure. It's Zimmer's choice that he doesn't want to work.
Yeah, it's Zimmer's choice. Yeah, for sure. Zimmer got enough money, and he been going through a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Zimmer done been through some shit now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've been through some shit. I mean, it was time for him to go though. I ain't give a damn. It was time for him to go. It was time for you to go, Papa.
Again, it's a complete 180. Like, we're used to winning preseason games under Zimmer. We're used to like it's like literally a 180 with everything that Zimmer was.
Y'all trying to win some preseason games? Bring Zimmer back.
Yeah, for real. Y'all want to win preseason games?
But
go be my guest.
With that question, how do you guys feel about none of the starters playing? Not even a couple series. When our biggest thing, our whole thing, our offense last year, we would go missing for 2 to 3 quarters. Why not use a couple series in these preseason games to build that in real game situation continuity to where week 1 home opener, all my Skol brothers are going to be in town, and we're going to be looking at these dudes like it's the first time they've been on the field together in like live game situation.
I agree.
And Baker Mayfield throws a touchdown, or we get 330. Man, that's going to piss me off. I'm saying.
With you.
I mean, did we have that issue last year against the Packers week 1?
Yeah, but they played a game. They played a series last year too, though.
Did they? You sure?
I think so. I think they played in the second game, didn't they?
I don't think they did.
You sure?
Yeah,
I could have swore Kurt played a series last season.
So I know for a fact.
Somebody drop it down in the chat.
I know for a fact they didn't play in Vegas because I went to that game and I got a bunch of Kellen Mond. I don't think so. I don't think they
drop
did.
it in the chat. Did they not play at all last season? I thought they played like a series or two. I thought they did. I thought they actually played a series or two last season in the second game.
Yeah, well,
I'm watching the Jets game, and Aaron Rodgers even went out there.
Shout out Purple Haze, man. We appreciate you, Purple Haze. Appreciate you tapping in with us tonight, for sure.
Hey, Yogi, it's going to be okay, man.
He said no, they didn't play at all.
It's going to be okay.
Sarah said they didn't play at all, so.
Yeah, they didn't play at all. So, and we look great. Week 1 is probably our most complete game all season last year was week 1 against the Packers. And I think the only game that we won by double digits, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, like after that game, I was like, yo.
It was 23 to 10, I think the score was. Yeah. Something like that. 23 to 10, 24 to 10, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 24-10. Yeah, 24-9, I think.
Yeah, what was week 2? Was week 2 the Eagles?
Yeah, week 2
was the Eagles and we got smoked.
That's when we got smacked. Yeah. Me and Dave were on live with the Eagles content creator streaming the game.
Oh, man.
Never again, bro.
I want that revenge this year. I need that.
I don't see it. So while we talking about it, we could just get into it because I'm telling you right now, since we brought it up, you want that. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about how SK thinks that Jalen Hurts isn't a good quarterback, man. Let's get into that.
Oh, was that our argument, or was the argument the Kyler Murray argument?
Either one. Listen, either one. But this is the thing with Kyler Murray. Oh, yeah, 23-7. That's right, 23-7. Either one. But this is the thing. You know what's funny is you say that. I had somebody comment just a minute ago on one of the videos and said, Kyler Murray's going to be our quarterback next year, so get used to it. I'm like, what the fuck? It was on a random post, I think, on the community tab. But, man, listen. My thing is this. If Kyler Murray's 100% healthy, if you can guarantee me he's 100% healthy and he's Kyler Murray, man, I'll take him. I'm going to just keep it real. And he will be a winner, bro. Kyler Murray has won at every single level. He has won at every single level, man. It don't. You know, like, come on, man. I like him.
Do you know his record as a starter when he is healthy?
Nah, what is it?
He's 21-31, I believe. Let me double check here.
Ugh.
25-31.
Ugh.
25-31.
25-31 is a starter when healthy.
I mean, shit, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, that boy on that garbage ass Arizona team. Shit.
Okay, he made the playoffs one year. You want to know what his playoff stats are?
I remember that game too. I watched that game. He got done. Yeah, that game was bad.
Has Kirk ever put out a performance like that in the playoffs or in the big game?
Man, hell yeah. Kirk done had some bad games.
Name one game where he went. Let me see. I just had the playoff stats in front of me here.
He said all of the LSU boys did well today. Yeah, that's a fact.
No, LSU's just a goddamn factory, dude.
Yeah, LSU breeding players.
It's just
Go Tigers.
Man, drop down in the chat, man. Y'all want Kyler Murray next year, man? Who want Kyler Murray, man? You know what I'm saying? Is Kyler Murray better than Kirk Cousins?
Like, I don't even think it's an argument at this point.
Why? Why not?
So the one playoff game Kyler Murray played in, he went 19 for 34. That's 55%. 137 yards, 4 yards per pass, and then no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. A quarterback rating of 40.9. If Kirk ever put up a performance like that, not even in a playoff game, if he put up a performance like that in a Monday night game, he would get crucified. But we never hear about Kyler Murray's performance in his one and only playoff game or his losing record as a starter in the NFL when healthy, which, to tell you, Kirk Cousins actually has a winning record now as a starter. So when you bring up the winning aspect, Kyler Murray isn't a winner. I don't care if he's a winner in college. I don't care if he's a winner in high school. You're not a winner in the NFL. And we're playing in the NFL. I want a winner in the NFL. I want a quarterback that actually studies more than 4 hours of film a week. I want a guy that's actually dedicated, that's going to put his body on the line for his team, and that's going to come through in the clutch. Kyler Murray isn't that guy. He's not a winner, plain and simple. Kirk Cousins is far and beyond the better quarterback.
I think Kyler's a winner, though.
I think Kyler Murray is. One thing I will give Kyler, absolutely athleticism. We already know that. I don't even think that's a discussion. Talent-wise, sure, you can give the talent-wise to Kyler Murray as well. But when it comes down to being a quarterback in the NFL, it's not just talent. Talent isn't going to make you a good quarterback in the NFL. There's a whole lot more context to being a quarterback in the NFL. And on top of that, being a franchise quarterback in the NFL. And his play and all this that's coming out about Kyler Murray, it shows through his game. Plain and simple. Kyler Murray is extremely overrated. He's not a winner, even when he's healthy. And when crunch time comes, when the team needs him,
put Dave's
doesn't show up.
Man, listen. Hey, you can feel how you want, but I'm telling you right now,
it's not how I feel. Want. This is
how you want.
This is facts. This is stats, right?
All right, so why they pay? So why the hell they pay him? Why they pay him all that damn money if they feel like he ain't a winner?
They're questioning themselves right now. Arizona is asking themselves that same question. Mm-hmm. Why the hell did I give Kyler Murray this much money when I had to put in the contract for you to study more than 4 hours of film? That should be a red flag right there. Now, it's different if it's an offensive lineman, defensive end. Obviously, you still want those guys to study more than 4 hours of film a week. But the quarterback position is different. You're not only learning your position, you're learning what every single other person, not only on the offensive side of the ball has to do, but on the defensive side of the ball has to do. You can't sit there and play Call of Duty and Madden and expect to go out there on Sunday and perform at an elite level. And that's why Kyler Murray isn't that guy. He has the talent. He has the athleticism. He has the arm. He has the accuracy. But he doesn't have the mental to be a franchise quarterback.
Right.
Kyler Murray is Arizona is scratching their head like, why the hell did we pay this dude that much money?
They probably are feeling bad, especially because he's hurt now. Especially because he's hurt.
They're tanking for Caleb Williams for a reason, right?
Someone said Caleb Williams isn't looking that good tonight.
Yeah, they said stock alert.
It's tied up. It's 7-7 right now in the USC game.
Oh, he's not looking good?
Nah, they're I think their touchdown, they ran it in, if I'm not mistaken. Or on that drive, it was a long run, and he might have got like a short pass to get it in or something.
Oh, okay.
But no, there's a reason why Arizona's tanking. Arizona wouldn't be tanking if Kyler Murray was their quarterback of the future. They're already making plans for life after Kyler Murray. The biggest hurdle for them is trying to get rid of Kyler Murray's contract. How are we going to get rid of him and get somewhat of a decent compensation back for a guy that we went out and dumped the franchise quarterback that we picked in the top 10 2 years before, and then got up to number 1 and grabbed Kyler Murray. Now we're doing the same thing over again. So,
Kyler Murray a beast, man. Stop playing with that boy like that, man.
All right, man.
Nah, but hey, you know what sucks though is we ain't gonna be able to see him this year either. So that's why I said I didn't really want to argue about Kyler, like, because it's not fair because we don't get to see him, man. So you know what I'm saying, like, because I think they said he's probably out for the season or something. So
yeah, they're holding him out as long as possible. They're not in any rush to get him back at all.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, and I think they look at it in their favor because if they have him, they might actually win some football games. You know what I mean? And they want Caleb Williams. So you can agree to that, right? Like if they have Kyler out there, they might actually win some football games.
I mean, he might make a difference in 1 or 2 games.
They're gonna go 2-14 instead of 0-60.
Exactly. And still get the number 1 pick.
Either way, they number 1 pick status.
Hey,
so
but let's not forget, bro. They got 2 number 1 picks because they got the Houston Texans first round pick next year.
Oh, they do?
Even if they don't suck enough to get the first round pick, if that team that does get the first overall pick entertains trading that pick at all, they're more than likely going to have 2 top 10 picks in next year's draft.
Yeah.
Top 5 possibly.
Right. 2-15 looking real good right now, like Two Evil said. 2-15 looking real good.
Out.
Yeah,
get the jersey swap out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. He's a locker room cancer. Thank you, Sarah.
Who Kyler?
Yep, exactly. Norsby is too.
Yeah.
He warned us about Kyler. He said
he did.
He ain't got it. Like, he's just not that guy, man.
I feel you. But but what if he's a Viking? What if he does become a Viking though?
I mean, I have no choice. But
you think he'll become like the next most hated Vikings QB? Like, you think he'll be hated more than Kirk Cousins?
Oh yeah.
Depending on the expectations when he comes in.
Yeah.
If he comes in with the expectations that Kirk had when he came in, because when Kirk came in, it was okay. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're winning. And that I think that's where it almost became unfair to Kirk Cousins because the expectations were, I'm not going to say unrealistic because they were realistic at that time, but I think the expectations for Kirk coming in set him up for failure to where if he fell short of that, which chances are for any team, for you to win a Super Bowl and let alone get there, it's a slim chance. So he was already set up for failure coming into Minnesota with the expectations that came along with it. So if Kyler were to come in and the expectations were a little lower to where, oh, well, we're just trying to make the playoffs and make a little noise, then I think the fan base wouldn't be so harsh on him. But if the expectations were as high, then we'd be extremely disappointed. Just as much, if not more, than we were with Kirk Cousins. I'm telling you, Kyler's not it.
Me personally, I'd rather draft I'd rather draft a quarterback than take Kyler Murray. I would be less mad watching a rookie quarterback struggle than us trading for Kyle Murray and him struggle. Because we just did the same old route of grabbing a quarterback, sloppy seconds, and not taking a chance. I mean, if we took a chance on a rookie quarterback, and even if we muffed on it, I'd be like, at least they tried.
At least they tried.
Know? At least they tried.
Yeah.
You know what? Didn't work out. We'll try again. But this, let's get Sam Bradford. Let's get, let's get this one. Let's Kyle Murray.
I see Baker Mayfield being the next quarterback. You know
or
let's Sam Darnold.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. Like I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, but that's the reason why, and Rap said it in our group chat. That's one of the reasons why we need to be grateful for Kirk Cousins, regardless of how big of a fan you are of him. Be grateful that we're not one of those teams that's shuffling through just stopgap quarterbacks like we were before. Right. Guys like Sam Darnold, and as much as I love, rest in peace, Tavares Jackson. Guys like Tavares Jackson, Christian Ponder. I don't even want to bring up the Josh Freeman experiment. I mean, there was just a plethora of just mediocre quarterback play for us. Yeah. Now we have somebody that's actually consistent, that doesn't get hurt. And the whole Kyler Murray thing doesn't make sense to me, because the main reason why we want to move off Kirk Cousins, people can say, oh, Kirk's not clutch and Kirk's this in the fourth quarter and that in the fourth quarter. I think he broke all those kind of stereotypes this past season. The main reason why we're trying to move on is we see guys like Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, guys that we're going to have to pay coming up. And then us wanting to add pieces around the quarterback as far as the interior offensive line, the defense. You can't do that with a quarterback that has a big contract that you're paying $40-45 million plus to each year. So by bringing in Kyler Murray, you're replacing Kirk Cousins with a worse quarterback and the same price tag, if not more. So it makes no sense whatsoever for the Vikings to go after Kyler Murray.
That's why, Kirk, it's time to go after this year. Time to go, dog.
But I'm saying, if you're going to spend money on a quarterback like that, keep the guy you already have in-house, unless there's a guy out there like a Burrow or a Mahomes or a Josh Allen or something.
We'll never know, because we never will draft one.
But I'm saying, like, as far as
we want to keep extending Kirk.
I'm saying, as far as if you don't go out there and trade for a guy in Kyler Murray and pick up that contract for a quarterback that's not as good.
Yeah, I agree.
You get what I'm saying? Unless you don't give up draft compensation, unless you're going to go out there and get a quarterback that's definitely going to be better than Kirk Cousins. You get what I'm saying? So it wouldn't make sense whatsoever to go get Kyler Murray. If you're going to go get Kyler Murray, save your trade assets, keep Kirk Cousins for a couple more years, and draft a guy. So that's why I'm not with Kyler Murray.
Joe Webb was my dude, though, man. I like Joe Webb, man. Joe Webb was my guy. Like, he could run like a motherfucker. He couldn't throw to save his life, but that motherfucker could run, though, boy. For sure. That bitch could run, boy. I remember that playoff game. He was getting busy for a minute, boy. I think that was against Green Bay. Was that against Green Bay, I believe? But he was getting busy for a minute. You know what I mean? He was getting busy for the first half, and then that shit just went to hell. But shit, he was running around. I was like, boy, this motherfucker Mike Vick out here. Okay. Okay, Webb, I see you.
Present.
Good old times, man. Good old times.
For real. But nah, like, I want to, real quick, man. I just want, like, we'll go through this, I'm sure, a lot, like, next offseason. Like, it's gonna be about is drafting a quarterback. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, after we see all of these quarterbacks this year in college, that's all we're gonna be goddamn talking about, and we're gonna be exhausted. That shit exhausted me. But I gotta say, man, the good thing is Kwesi feels the same way as a lot of us, right? I'm not gonna say all of us, but a lot of us. Because if he didn't, they would extend Kirk. You know what I mean? Because I could tell you the only thing that was blocking him from not signing the contract was he probably wanted a long term, right? He probably wanted it to be long. And Kwesi them were like, nah, we're not going to commit to you for 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I guarantee you that's what it was. So I like the fact that Kwesi's holding out and not really throwing all his chips in that on the table right now with Kirk and just saying, fuck it, let's just sign you for 3-4 more years and try to see if we can build a championship team around you when, you can take advantage of an opportunity within the next year or something. You never know. Never know what pops up in the league too, man. Just like the Trey Lance situation, like, comes out of nowhere. There can be, you know what I mean? Like shit, somebody can become available out of nowhere where you can say, oh, because next offseason, it's every offseason. There's gonna be a big name quarterback that's not happy, he wants out. There's gonna be some shit, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Man.
Well, yeah, this is the ultimate make or break it year for Kirk Cousins. It's a contract year, but on top of that, it's towards the end of his career.
Yes.
Yeah. But my thing is this though. Like, doesn't he have a good season every season though? Like, what's going to be the difference? That's kind of what I'm asking.
It's the team success.
Yeah. So pretty much if they go 13-4 again, and they have the same, let's just say they have the same exact type season they had last season, is he getting extended for 2 or 3 more years?
You got to at least get out of the wild card round, especially in the NFC. And granted, we did lose some key pieces this past season with Eric Kendricks. Now, we can sit here and say, oh, they're past their prime. Those are leaders in the locker room. Losing those guys, like Eric Kendricks and Patrick Peterson
and Dalvin Cook
and Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Those are.
There you go. I just wanted you to say Dalvin Cook. I just wanted you to say Dalvin Cook. That's all.
No, absolutely. But not just Dalvin Cook on the field. Dalvin Cook in the locker room, because Dalvin Cook was a great locker room guy.
Yeah, he was.
So losing that captain locker room, that's a hit. That's a big hit for our team. Yeah. But when you look at the rest of the NFC and what you're expecting out of Kirk Cousins, because this year we're saying, okay, look, Kirk, you got all the weapons you need. The interior offensive line's a little weak, but go out there and earn your money. If you want another contract, multiple year contract, go out there and take us deep into the playoffs, and you'll have a good chance at getting a multi-year contract. So I'll ask you this, Rap. If we get to the NFC Championship, Kirk Cousins has pretty much the same type of year he had this past year, but we get to the NFC Championship and just fall short on the road against Philly. Would you entertain an extension for Kirk Cousins at that point? It wasn't his fault we lost. We just lost to the better team.
Yeah.
Where would you stand on that?
I stand where I think Kirk's at the age where he should be year to year. Like, that's where I stand on that. Like, I feel like he's at the age where it should be
like another 1 year extension.
Yeah, like another 1 year. Okay, boom. You still getting a ton of money.
No trade. Take away that no trade clause.
Right. Give away the no trade clause. Boom. You're still gonna make, good money. You're still gonna be one of the top, 6-7 guys in the NFL. I mean, in the quarterbacks as far as payment goes. So it ain't like we're trying to give you a shit end of the stick. We know you're at the age, and we don't want to give you 3-4 years. And then in the second year of your contract, you get old and you fall off, like, because there is going to come a time where his age is going to catch up to him. You know what I mean? We can't act like Kirk Cousins is 25 out here, bro. Kirk Cousins is 30, about to be 35?
Yeah.
He's 35 years old, man. A 3-year extension, we're saying we're going to have a 38-year-old quarterback out there, bruh. No. While everybody else is out here with these young guns and shit, while Joe Burrow them winning Super Bowl. Nah, I'm straight. But year to year, though, to answer your question, if he was to do that, I would be on the Kirk train, though. I would be like, hey, give the dog another year, give him a year until he falls off. You know what I mean? Because I feel like once he feels like he's falling off, Kirk just seems like the type of guy where he'll hang it up. You know what I mean? Feels like the type of guy, he'll hang it up. He'll say, man, hey, I'm at the end of my road, man.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with Kirk. We would, if we had our choice, I think we'd continue to do the 1-year deals with Kirk. But the thing is Kirk wants more security than just that 1-year deal. He
got security, though. I don't understand what he be thinking like that. Like, you got security. You keep balling, you're going to keep getting a contract.
I'm going to tell you like this. Until we fix our interior offensive line, keeping Kirk Cousins is not going to help, because he's not mobile enough to make up for our interior offensive line deficiencies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there was a play today, man. Shout out Jared Mahomes Hall, man. Like, where I seen a play he made where I was like, bro, I just wish Kirk can do that. If Kirk can do that simple thing, bro. There was a play where Jared Hall fucking stepped up in the pocket, eyes downfield, man. I loved it about him. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot of things today that I seen in Jared Hall that I liked, man. I'm gonna keep it real now. There were some things I didn't like, but there was a lot more things that I did like. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this one play where he was down at eyes downfield, pocket closing in. This man stepped up, stepped to the left, and then made a throw, bro. Like, I mean, and just looked good with it, man. The footwork, you know, and now the one play at the very end of the game, he should have ran that ball. You know what I'm saying? Like the first down was right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do that's something Kirk would have did. You know what I mean? Like, literally, bro. That's something.
And if he did cross that line and it was a catch, man,
that would have been fire.
I tell you, when he threw that ball and Duke caught it, it was electric in that freaking stadium. That fucking flag came out and it was just, oh my gosh. And it didn't help either that the offensive lineman was down the field. So either way, it was coming back. But man, when and it was just coming right towards us and he caught it, it was awesome.
But all in all, man, like I said, like SK stated too in the group chat, man, we do got to be grateful for Kirk Cousins and having a quarterback that, you know what I'm saying, is consistent. We know that he can put the numbers up. It'll be based off of if our defense, you know, does their part, holds up their end of the bargain. We know that we can make a deep run. We can make a deep run with Kirk, man. We really can. You know what I mean? Like, as far as getting the trophy, I mean, as far as getting the trophy, that's the only thing I worry about, because I feel like once he has to go up against a Jalen Hurts, like, I'm gonna keep it real, because me and you had this conversation too last night about once he has to go up against a Jalen Hurts or a Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl or a Patrick Mahomes, I think that's when it's going to be a little too much for him. You know what I mean? But I do believe he can beat the Daniel Joneses as long as our defense is good, the Dak Prescott's. Like, I do believe we can win with Kirk those type of games, you know? I believe we can win those type of games.
The only quarterback that I'm worried that will shoot out Kirk Cousins will be Patrick Mahomes.
Or Joe Burrow. You don't think Joe Burrow would outshoot him out? But Joe Burrow,
I'll take Joe Burrow over Kirk all day. But I'm saying as far as like a shootout when it comes to our offense versus another offense, and it's just back and forth.
Yeah.
Mahomes would be the only quarterback where I'm like, there ain't no way Kirk can beat that dude.
Yeah.
Any other quarterbacks, like if it's a shootout, Kirk's got a chance. I don't care what nobody says, bro.
Yeah.
Any other quarterback in the league, Kirk's got a chance to do it. So that's just my opinion, man.
It's just one of those things where we can't like. This is one of those things where we can't play from behind all the time, man.
Yeah.
Like at some point, we're gonna have to, you know, keep a lead, and that would help Kirk out a lot, bro. Because
and not let up.
Yeah, like not let up. Like get the lead and then keep playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
This aggressive defense will help that.
Yeah. But Yogi had a good point earlier in the show, though. Like, there was a lot of times, like, I know we talk about how good Kirk was and all this last year too, but bruh, there was so many, every game damn near, where the first drive, touchdown. Second drive, they did okay. And then all of a sudden, they just go fucking missing, bro, for, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like, who are we going to blame on that? Why are we blaming the defense on the fact that the offense can't score the fucking football, man?
It's not on Kirk, though. You got to look at the coaching staff, too, and the play calling as well.
Yeah, the play calling was bad.
You know, like,
Speaking of play calling, with Jaron Hall in with the twos, did you see the way KOC was able to open up that playbook?
Oh, yeah.
That gave me a little tingly sensation in my fat pores. I was like, ooh, what we got going on here?
Do we think Jaron Hall is the future for real? Do we think Jaron Hall is the future?
Not necessarily him, but someone with his play style,
someone
an upgraded version of that.
Yeah.
To rock KOC's because right now I don't see what KOC's like offensive mold is.
Right.
I couldn't see this offense and say, oh, that's a KOC offense where you have Shanahan and be like, oh, that's a Shanahan style or Bill Walsh, you know, West Coast style. He's just, I don't know, getting plays off Madden right now and saying, let's try this. But if we get a player with that type of upgrade, like a Jordan Travis, you know.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All year.
You're gonna hear it all year
until we get him.
Oh, you're gonna hear it. If he has a bad season, I'm gonna let you hear it, Yogi.
Oh, hey. And remember, everybody, it's always subject to change. change.
Always subject to change.
These are always subject to change. You feel me? Like, for real. No, but I feel what you're saying, though. I understand what you're saying, for sure. I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, because I'm going to tell you right now, Kirk Cousins really good at play action, but I'm going to tell you right now, you know what? Only thing that going to help play action if you got a good run game. So, look, I'm telling you, them running backs they better do their thing because play action going to be out of there. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming. Play it. Don't even trip. We got this over here. We got this, right?
I believe it, though. I do believe it.
Oh, yeah, that is true, Sarah. So I guess they were KOC and Brian Flores were letting the other coaches call plays. Maybe that's why we opened up the playbook a little bit. And maybe we just need to take that play calling away from KOC and let him be a head coach and focus on both sides of the ball to where our playbook opens up.
There you go.
It was a little more exciting watching them, Jaron Hall, play with the 2s than the 3s. And
you could see the difference. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference.
In a week's time, the difference went from here to about there. I mean, still work to be done, but
I think we just opened up a little bit more on offense. Like I think we're so worried about showing anything in preseason to any other of these teams. We didn't want to show them anything. So it was so vanilla. I think we opened up a little bit more this game early on, and then we kind of went back into our shell after the first quarter, which let them get back in the game, obviously win it. But no, you got to love the aggressiveness, man, on both sides of the ball. We got aggressive on offense and we got aggressive on defense, as we saw with the Jay Ward blitz. And I can't even count how many times I saw our defense line up like 7 men on the line of scrimmage, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. Like, and then, you don't know who's going, who's coming. Like, it's great. I love to see it. Complete 180 from last year's defense.
Me too, man. I enjoy it too, man. And I know we've been on an hour and almost 20 minutes now, but like before we get out of here, or at least before I get out of here, I don't know if SK didn't want to keep rocking.
I'm right behind you, big dog.
I'm tired, boy. Listen, I've been on stream for 5 hours today. This is like a job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, which is okay because I love it.
Folks still want to talk Vikings, we'll be back on at 9 o'clock.
There you go, man. Purple Vibes in the house. Let's go.
Got more beer on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Y'all know y'all got to tap in over there, man, for sure.
Rap's still working on that sucker.
Still working on this sucker, man. I was trying to get it done. I was trying to get it done before the stream, but that ain't gonna happen. But my thing is this, man. Before I go, man, I am excited about the Vikings running game. Just so we know, listen, I've been balling out with Big Deuce, man, on Madden, man. That boy is a beast on Madden. I'm gonna tell you right now, the first tackler don't get him down. And I hope I see that in real life, man. I look forward to seeing that because I do believe that our running game is going to be a lot of power. And you know what? When you think about our offensive line, right? When you think about the Ezra Clevelands and the Garrett Bradburys, they actually are pretty decent in run blocking. They just can't block for the pass. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that plays a good part because we got to deal with them. That we're rolling out there with them. Right? Like it just is what it is. Something we just got to accept. They are going to be our starters come in a couple weeks, right? So let's just hope that they can keep on being good in the run game, man, and we can get our play action game going because we're gonna have to threaten that run game so that we can throw it over the top to JJ and shit, man. For sure.
Hey, everybody, I'm about to post the link for Purple and Skol Media YouTube channel. Please go like and subscribe because this is the last preseason weekend, and starting next week, there's going to be exclusive content shows for Purple and Skol Media only. So it won't be simulcast as it is now. So
Blue Moon's kicking in.
Shut up. Go like, subscribe, and share.
that beer catching up with Yogi.
The Blue Moon's kicking in, y'all. Hey, I'll make sure y'all tap in on the next show. Tap in.
Since 10:30.
I'm gonna post the link.
Tap in. Let's go. Hey, we got Purple Vibes coming up next. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
So, though, man, I'm gonna be there.
Take another sip.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be there, man. Listen, I'm excited though, man. Good game today, man. Good shit today, man. Appreciate everybody that tapped in with me on the live stream.
Jihad Johnny? Who's that?
You.
Who is that though?
He said it's Jihad.
Jihad Johnny.
Jihad.
I don't even know where that nickname came from.
Because of your beard.
I figured, but I'm like, is Jihad Johnny a real person, or is it just me? That just me?
Boy, Northfield, you a fool, man.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Boy, Northfield, you a fool, man. Like straight up.
Throw it up. Jace.
Oh,
throw it up.
Hey, that boy cooking, man. Shout out North, man. Hey,
I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. It's your boy Jihad Johnny, Rap, and Yogi.
oh.
Yo, follow your boy Jihad Johnny on Twitter, formerly Twitter. Jihad_Johnny NFL.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Boy, y'all crazy as hell, man. Like y'all gotta stop this shit, man.
Hey, I'm gonna get you back, Northfield. You better not show up.
Hey, no, just he on your top, man. Hey, for real.
I don't know what you look like, but if I ever
now when I look at SK, man, I can't get that shit out of my head, man. You ain't shit for that, dog.
Now you gotta have everybody call me Jihad Johnny.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, why is SK late to Skol Fest? Oh, I got an issue at the airport.
Hey, there's a new JJ on the page.
Hey, boy,
you new JJ on the page, son.
Damn, man. Northfield, man, I gotta say, man, you get the trophy for the night, man. You know SK our boy, man. We can't let you cook him like that, but god damn it, you did your thing. Yeah,
Northfield. If you show up to Skol Fest, I'm gonna roast you. Hey,
Northfield's got him in his feelings, boy.
Hey, I'm gonna roast you on the mic, Northfield. I'm gonna roast you on the mic. Tell me, where's Northfield? I don't even know what you look like, so I can't even clown.
Yo. Oh man. All right, man. That was fun, man. I ain't gonna lie. I needed that, man. Shout out Northfields, man. Yeah. I needed that shit, man. That shit was cool. Yeah, for sure, man. But that was a good ass show, man.
Heavy D.
Man, chill, man.
Tristan Jackson's twin. We appreciate y'all.
That boy said Jihad Johnny, bro. At first I was lost, and then Yogi put me on point. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, we got all types of characters here at Purple and Skull.
We do, man.
Yeah.
We got Heavy D.
Oh, they don't know about that yet. They ain't ready for that yet.
Jihad Johnny.
Yeah, word.
And then we got
Heavy D for real.
Doppelganger in rap.
Oh,
hey, I hope Tristan Jackson make the team. I doubt he will, but I hope he do.
You're Tristan Rapson. Tristan Rapson.
He might.
Yeah. He might make the team. I can lie. He almost had a good catch today. You know, I mean,
he has a catch like that every single day in practice, man. That man better make that 53-man roster.
I know you want him to make it bad. I'm pulling for him.
He deserves it. That's not even like a biased take on me. I can say it's biased because I've been writing for him for over a year now, but he deserves to make the 53-man roster.
Yeah.
I don't see why he shouldn't. So yeah. Tristan Jackson, let's go. Your boy Jihad Johnny riding for you, bro.
Let's go, man. Jihad Johnny, man. Shout out Jihad Johnny in the building, man. Hey, we ain't letting that shit. Right. Hey,
that was a good way to wrap up the show, though.
That was a good way to wrap up the show, though, man. That was good, man. All right, man. I appreciate y'all fellas, man. It was a good show tonight, man. Yogi, we'll be in the building, man. I'll watch the show.
You already know.
Skol to the bowl. Whole lot of Skol gang on this one. Yeah. Hey. Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang. Skol on the way to the bowl, man. My team about to go get a ring. We don't care what your team doing, man. They ain't messing with the perp gang. It's our year, time to get this ring. Bring it home back to the Skol gang. Skol gang, 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 Skol gang. Skol on the way to the